Yo, great white. Great white.
So just some quick little context here. I know it looks like it's a chaotic scene, which it was, but it looks like I'm just swimming as fast as I can to the boat and just like looking all crazy, which is the worst possible thing you could do when you see a great white shark. But I want to explain what my logic is and what I'm doing. When I was dropping down, the camera quite doesn't catch it, but before I pan to the shark, he was coming straight at me, and I saw him out the corner of my eye, and I turned my head. And as soon as I turned my head, he immediately turned sideways, and that's where the camera catches him. And then he scurried off. So in my head, I didn't know how fast he came at me, but I know he came directly at me, turned, and then shoot off. Anytime I've ever swam with sharks, that kind of behavior where they come at you and they shoo off, it's always signs of aggression. They're interested in what they got going on. They're hunting, they're hungry. I mean, when we spearfish with Bahamas and other places in the world, they'll do that, but you could see them from 100 feet away and they'll come at you from a different angle. So I'm waiting for him as I'm swimming back to the boat. As you guys saw, I'm like 200 feet from the boat. I'm waiting for him to hit me from a different angle. So that's why I'm swimming and I just have my head on a swivel like this nonstop. Because in my head, I'm for sure thinking this great white is very interested in what we got going on and he's going to come take another look at me, if not try to get me. So looking back now, do I think he was aggressive? No. Maybe he just got spooked just as I did and he scurried off, but I'm just explaining what happened in my head at this time. So
dude. Where's Jake?
He's right ahead of us.
Dude, that was a big shark. That was a very big shark.
Hey, you got the anchor up? Yep. Anchor's in. How was he swimming? Was it aggressive?
Dude, I was looking this way. I looked up and he just turned from me and all I saw is his body.
Great white.
It's a great white.
Really?
Yeah, get in. Where? I saw him at like 40 feet, right in my face.
Are you serious? You got it on video?
Dude, I like went down and I was looking this way and I thought there's a rock. I look and apparently he came at me and just turned sideways. So all I saw is the side of his giant white shiny body.
Holy.
Like I kind of jumped back and he kind of like jumped back.
No way.
Oh, dude.
Where at?
Right there, bro.
I didn't see you get back in. Creepy vibe over there. I was like, I'm getting over here. The sun.
I'm gonna just finish off with saying one more thing. The reason why this was a very interesting encounter is because as far as my knowledge goes, there isn't a single other video that exists like this out of Oregon and Washington. We know there's great whites in our waters, but you just don't encounter them under the water like that, especially when they're in your face. And you might ask, what's the big deal? Like, people swim with great whites all over the world. And I agree, but there's a big difference when you're diving in 10-foot visibility versus 100-foot visibility. If you could see a great white shark and he's cruising off 100 feet away and you see him, that's one thing. When you're diving in our waters and you're used to seeing rockfish this big and lingcod this big, and that's the biggest thing you see, and you've been diving it for years and years, and that's the only thing you've seen in our ocean, and then out of nowhere, a 12 to 16 foot great white shark is right in front of you, yeah, it brings out a whole set of emotions that, you know, you don't get to experience often. So it was a very cool experience. Like, don't get me wrong, this was sick. Do I want to do it again? Not really, because our visibility isn't great here. And if I'm seeing a great white, that means he's just too close for comfort. And like, for example, last time we dove this spot, I could barely see my hand in front of me. I don't want to be seeing a great white when he's right in front of my face. Chances are I'm his next meal. That's not what I'm trying to be. So this is 2 months ago. We've already dove this spot again and dove up and down the coast like 10 times. And it's not a fear we try to live with and dive with. Try to get out of your head. But I would be lying if I said that I haven't had some PTSD diving down and just thinking about this great white coming out of the murk. So really cool experience. Don't want to do it again. And if you guys want to see what that full day looked like, because I don't know if you noticed, but we had a pending world record ling cod in that boat with us. The full video is right here. I put it out a couple months ago. It's pretty sick.